Well, I don't have a. This has no charge on it. And I don't have the right plug.
You want me to sing?
The system's working. They're already sent the pictures because they gave up on the music.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it is. There's still not going to be any music there. That's okay. You don't like that? Yeah, I never looked that one. It was terrible in my opinion. Alright, Aces fans, we are back Sunday afternoon as we head to the rink once again. Keegan back up front to take the draw as the Aces are taking on the Seaway Valley Rapids from Cornwall in a pretty pivotal game in the season. The Aces are able to get a win. That will move their ranking up and put them in a much better position for the playoffs, as that should take them out of the positioning with first place St. Lawrence Steel. Puck turned back, given away by Seaway there as they try and get a change. Seaway short man there, if Aces can get a move on, they had numbers, but Aces getting their change at the same time. Seaway strims in, gets past defender, short side right into the chest of Hunter, able to suck it in, hang on. And an early chance for Seaway. Hunter able to negate that and get a face-off deep in the zone. Looks like Seaway was able to get a win yesterday as well. That'd be a big game for them, as that would put them up 2 points on the Aces. So a must-win for the Aces today, as that'll be their opportunity to have a better playoff position. Hunter plays the puck there for Rory. Daniel Haley goes short side to the net, off the side of the net and wide behind the net. Seaway won over Gloucester yesterday 4-1, as the Aces were able to tie late game heroics, as they were able to scratch out a tie against Sting, who did control a lot of that game. Harry's lined out with Charlie and Cam as Seaway turns it around, and now they're going to neutral zone. They're going to dump it in deep, and Seaway takes a change. Hudson late to the puck as it got up to the half boards. Harry unable to control it. Seaway able to maintain control after a full line change as they have it in deep. Centering pass in deep, and a shot just wide, as that was a dangerous spot. Cam now with it as he tries to stretch it up. Too far for Jack. Jack grabs it around. Seaway takes control and gets in the middle. Bumped off the puck by Graydon, but they maintain control as they get it down below the net. Graydon working hard there, as Seaway just more worried about pushing Graydon around, as he's just playing a hard game right now. And Seaway taking a couple checks at him. Jack with it at center ice now. Looking for his options. He goes cross ice to Jessup. Jessup just crushed by the defenseman. And that'll be 2 body contact all day, every day. Aces go on the power play. 12:33 left in the period. That's a nice legal check next year, but not this year. Aces back to the line. Down deep now to Graydon. Graydon with it, gets cross-checked when sent down, no call. Picked up by Jessup in behind the net. He spears it back around, cycles to Gray. Gray have it now, goes back to Luke on the half baller. Out to the D to Elise. Elise comes up, she goes D to D. Down to the corner. Shot attempt blocked by the stick of Seaway. Puck not moving very quick today for the Aces. They're going to have to do a better job of moving that around. Puck sent all the way down. Elise plays it just in front of Hunter. She's going to circle around the net, puts it up, and touched by Seaway. There's not going to be an icing on that, so if we get a race in. And Jace first on it there with the Seaway defender. Good job by Jace, but they try and send it up to the wall. They do. It's up to Xander now. Xander goes cross ice to Noxie. Noxie, Clapper, scored last night. Tipped in. Oh! Puck not controlled well by the Seaway goalie. Comes back in front, tries to go shelfing over. Keegan with the battling along the half boards there. Seaway with it as they're going to come out 2-on-2. 49 seconds left in the power play. Seaway with it, they just wired around trying to kill time. Noxie able to push it past the Seaway player, gets some ice, and he's going to skate it. Gets to the line and just trying to get it deep, but pinned there. 3 Seaway players on it. Help supported by Luke Riker, but puck jumps in, going to go off the wall, off the ref, stays in, Noxie with it. Puck comes out onto a Seaway stick, and he's going to clear and just get it in deep, as that should kill the penalty with 15 seconds left around the net. On the half board, Seaway picks it up. 5 seconds left on the power play as Ace Fox able to pick it up, and he's going to just put it in deep and around. Charlie in hard on the defenders. And that'll be a face-off deep in the zone. 9:42 left in the period. As the Aces have moved their players back to traditional positions, Rory back on the back end with Declan, and Harry up front with Cam and Charlie. Face-off one into deep, pinch by Rory, kept in there. Just goes and he puts it behind the net. Seaway tries to cycle around to the far side. They do. On the half wall, centering pass into the feet of the Seaway player. Harry giving all kinds of fits to them there. Eventually gets into the zone. And again, 2 aces on the Seaway player as Rory gravels that up and takes his time. Goes cross ice to Declan. Declan looks up the wing. Skipping puck, misses everybody. That's going to go down, and that will be icing. All the way down it comes, deep into the Aces zone of face-off. 9-11 on the first period. Gray takes it out. Winger win by the Aces. Luke with it, just trying to push it, and Seaway with support comes. Hudson there, ties up his man, forces the puck to the corner. 2 on the wall with 1 Seaway. Green comes, takes the puck, and he's going to cycle around the net, looking for what he's got offense for. Jack moves to the side, he takes it on the half boards. Gets it up to the blue line and out, but picked off by a Seaway player there as they enter the zone. Looking for a man up the middle, but 2 aces on him, and Jack takes it to the middle. Eventually loses it up the wall and pushed out by Seaway. Elise picks it up in the neutral zone. She's going to skate and lose her man. She's looking for an option, and she just goes through and gets it into Jack's stick. Jack comes across the ice, takes a shot from distance, hits a leg back there, kept in by Elise as the Aces were completing a change. Kept in by Keegan, dangles one guy. Oh, had an option there. Steph kept in there. Hudson with a shot. Tipped. Nice tip by Keegan. Good save by the Seaway goalie. As I sent back in front to the feet of the defenders. And Seaway's going to send that all the way right on net and just wide as Hunter smartly lets it go by him. That's icing for the Aces. A nice sequence there, keeping the puck in, the pressure on. Seaway takes a wholesale change as the Aces stay with the same group. Keegan, Jace, Riker with Xander and Noxie on the backside. Keegan to take the draw, 7:39 in the period. Scramble draw. Seaway picks it up in the hash marks and skates out wide. Nice back check by Jace there as Seaway just rims it around, looking to get it all the way. Tries to be pinched, or tries to be flipped up by Riker. Able to get it up to Xander. Comes up skating, goes wide. Cuts to the middle and picked up by Seaway. Seaway goes across ice, lumbering up and through the neutral zone. Comes around, backhand, looking for an option there. Nice job by Noxie to knock that off. But to come back around and tries to go shelf, hits the bar, and no goal. As the big man was able to get around on his forehand. And a nice shot, but just high. Aces turn it back around. Xander shot into the legs again. As Seaway picks it up. Same guy coming down with speed. He's going to go wide. Comes in, does the same move. Stops, turns. He's going to try to go to the middle now. He does. Centering pass, stick by Hunter there to bounce it. Seaway player able to pick it up, but stripped there by Declan as it gets to the line and out, and that is offside. Good call by the linesman. Face off outside the zone, 6:30 left in the period. Harry on the dot with Charlie and Cam. Declan and Rory on the backside. Face off controlled by Cornwall as they put it in behind. Rory's going to be first on the puck there. Fans on his push up the wing, but gets to Charlie. Charlie puts it in the middle to Harry. Harry grabs it and he's going to go skating. Comes up, just goes deep to himself off the backboards. Tries a centering pass there, stopped by the Cornwall player as they bring it around. Up to the high, Declan gets it, puts it back down below. Charlie's going to be first on that puck. Gets it back to the D to Rory. Rory looking for his options. Goes right back to Charlie on the half wall. Charlie with it now. Tries to go wide ice to Declan. Declan has it there. Declan just shot towards the net. Stick by Harry. Goes to the corner. Puts it behind and Charlie's first on that puck. He's looking for his option. Just pushes it back to Rory. Rory with it now. Goes back to Charlie. Charlie can't handle the pass as it goes on to a Seaway stick. Seaway controls it. Put it out the boards and Rory picks it up the center ice. Rory with it, pushes it back up to Charlie. Charlie to Harry. Harry's got it now. He's got a bit of room as the center. Shot off the stick into the corner. Right on the stick of Cam and just shot wide. Rory pinching, able to keep it in and goes deep. He's down deep in the corner now. Jack covering for him on the point. Jack with it. Opportunity there. Comes back to Jack. Shot. Tip wide. First two, it's Gray. Seaway with two on him strong. Take control there. Get the half boards and they're going to flip it all the way down. And that's going to be all. Hudson's going to take that. Gets it back up to Jack on the chain. Jack his hands on it. And luckily did get a piece, they say. So no icing on that. Great idea by Hudson to get that up quickly to the far side as Seaway was making their change. Seaway takes control behind the net. Comes with a little speed. Gets across. He's going to go wide here. Elise takes control of him there behind. Comes around. Nobody on the player. Puck off the post and goes straight to the man on the side. And nobody picking up the player as he's coming around the net out into the slot. And the first shot off the post went straight sideways to the Seaway player who was able to tuck it in behind Hunter. And the Aces go down 1-0. As unfortunately, the Aces have had some good control in this game. And it's an unfortunate start for them. See if we can battle back here as Keegan takes the draw. Cornwall players using an illegal air horn. Cornwall takes it in the corner. Gets it back down. Jason's on it there. Can't control very well. Cornwall player gets on top of him. Jace with it now, looking for options, just sends it into the middle. Cornwall picks it up. They send it to the middle. Shot back in by Elise. Cornwall picks it up off the wall. Hudson can't control it. Now it's a race. Elise is on it. She's got control of that in front of the net. She goes around. Puts it up to Keegan. Keegan gets left for himself. He's going to circle around and try and recycle here. Looking for what his options are. He doesn't know. Comes around. Now he's going to come up. Nobody's moving their feet, so he's got nobody to go to. Riker with it as he drops it for Elise. Drop pass in the own zone, ill-advised. Elise able to chip it up off the boards into there. Riker comes in, he's got a shot from there. Off the tendy and back behind. Seaway controls. A nothing play that turned into something for the Aces. Hudson steps up and literally big kid on big kid, and Hudson wins that big kid battle. Seaway takes it on, and the Seaway big kid is not feeling good right now. Seaway takes control. They enter the zone. They dump it in. They're going to go far side. Christian with it on there. Misplays the puck. Seaway's on it now. Coming out to the middle. Still has control. Backhander right in front of Hunter. He just moves it to the side for Xander. Xander puts it up the side wall. Goes back to the Seaway defense as they are able to chip it to the half wall. Comes out to the middle. And just a clearing attempt by Riker. It's going to go all the way down, and that'll be icing. Faceoff comes down deep in the Aces zone. 2:37 left in the period.
Go, Harry.
Harry to take the draw deep in the Aces zone. Face off one to Cornwall's half boards. They just cycle it back and around. First on is Cornwall. The centering. Hunter pushes out. Nice blocking save. And Hunter gets slashed. And not sure what's going on. And I think Hunter got slashed pretty good on that play, as he does not look to have a comfortable hand right now. I was offside on the Aces, so the face-off will be outside the zone. I think he got slashed and good. Ace take control in the neutral zone. DDD past the Knox. Knox unable to control there. Still has it. He goes wide side to Xander. Xander pushes up the middle off a skate. Right on to Charlie's stick. Back check by Cornwall, the player who got thumped by Hudson. So he's clearly okay. They warm it around. Cam's going to be tries to be first on it, but stops up as Cornwall just clears it out. Knox with it. One man on him hard. Comes around, goes off behind the net. Xander picks it up on the half wall. Pushes it up to Harry. Harry's got it now into the neutral zone. Across the center in the blue line. Come in, goes wide. Going to get a backhander towards the net. The goalie's going to cover up there at the weak backhander by Harry, but we'll take the face off deep in the zone. 1:38 left in the period. Ace is still trailing 1-0. Luke to take the face off. Just tries to push towards the net, does, and the goalie covers up quickly and cleanly as Luke was just trying to take a quick shot right off the draw to the goalie. And Cornwall gets thrown out for being a little too aggressive on the faceoff. Luke tries again, doesn't work. As they have it, they're going to try a bank play and gets the ice as Rory does a good job just slowing him down and takes control of the puck. Versus back around to Jack. Jack takes it with a step. Tries to go to the middle off a skate. Rory there to help out as kept in by Cornwall and then pushed out by Rory. Cornwall has it in the neutral zone. Come around the middle. Split the D and misses fans on his shot as he did a great job splitting the D there. Stuck in the corner with Graydon and Declan. Squeaks out. Cornwall comes, shot high off of Hunter in front, and Rory able to grab the puck and clear as he leaves it back around the other side for Declan. Declan takes it off the boards, tries to go up to the half wall, and able to just push out by Luke as the Cornwall defenseman hits Graydon on the way in, and hard on it is Luke as Cornwall still maintains control and gets it in. Off Rory's skate, and he pushes it out. And Cornwall just put it right in on Hunter as he steers it to the side for Rory. Rory with it, banks it off the backboards to Declan. Declan takes control in the corner. Looking for what his options are. Has nothing, so he just flips it, hits his own player, where it's able to get out to Keegan. Ace is not moving with any sense of pace or organization right now. Jack with it as he comes in, and the Cornwall goalie mishandles a shot from distance by Jack, and no aces on it to get a rebound. So he's able to cover up and get a face-off with 12 seconds left. Aces need to get their act together as they're just not moving with any pace or organization as they're leaving their own zone right now. Keegan to take the draw. This referee seems to be very particular about how he wants to drop the puck. Puck comes out to Elise. She banks it off for Riker. Riker takes control there. 4 seconds left. Need to get a shot off here. Keegan tries to can't. Elise with it. She puts it towards the net. Tipped! And nicely tipped by Jace, but nicely saved by the Cornwall goalie. Would have been questionable if it was good due to time. Aces come down to the period down 1-0. And the referee talking to Hunter about getting slashed, I think, and give him an explanation why there was nothing, maybe an apology, I don't know. But nice to see the referee talking to him, recognizing that he clearly got hit hard on that play. All right, as we get ready to drop the puck here in the second period. Shots on net currently are Seaway 8 and the Aces have 7. And referee makes sure everybody's ready, blows his whistle. And yeah, Cornwall clearly standing on the other side of the red line. He's trying to win a winger face-off. Cornwall controls bank it off the boards. They're going to get it in deep again. Tried. Hudson, quick pass up to the wing to Riker. Riker tries to tip it to himself, controlled there by Cornwall. Keegan gets it back to Elise. She's going to go wide side to Jace. And Cornwall just whips it in as that's their game. Dump in Chase. Puck slapped around near there, and Jace takes control as he gets it up to Keegan. Keegan tries to go between his legs. He can't. Goes offside. Riker with it now. He's going to stick handle as he gets into the zone. Nicely pushed off the puck by Cornwall as they take control in their own zone and they're shoved in the center ice. Comes around there. They go in deep and they're going to go cross corner. Hudson, first one back as he's in for Nolan still with Nolan, who's still nursing a hand injury. Puck comes, tries to go into deep, tipped by Riker, who's now got to step on the D. Got an opportunity here. Backhand goes high. Jace just puts it to the corner as Cornwall just pushes it up and they go up into the middle there. And Xander loses an edge. It's now one-on-one. And a nice job by Knox as the trailing Cornwall player was able to pick the puck up. And second, third opportunity, able to get tucked in on the Aces. As a nice job by Knoxy to take control of the first player, but the trailing Cornwall player, they're able to pick it up and tuck it home on Hunter. As that's a 2-0 lead for Cornwall early in the second period. Here to go on the dot. Cornwall wins the face-off as they get up to center ice. Harry there, hard on him. Comes back up and Cam will take control as he tries to go center. Picked by Cornwall as they turn around. Going far side on the ice now. Get to the dot and shot. Hunter gloves it down and take the face-off in the Aces zone. 13:23 left in the second period. Harry to take the draw again. Cornwall wins it back to the D. Moving around in front, Hunter has to steer that. Seeing eye, puck right to the net. Hunter steers it to the wall. Jammed up by Cornwall, and Cornwall comes out with it. Comes to the middle. Cross ice pass nicely read by Rory as he just pushes it to the wall. Where Harry's able to pick it up and exit the zone. Cornwall picks it up in the neutral zone. So they go off the boards and to the blue line and in. Off the stick. And got lucky there. Rory, nice job, but got off a Cornwall player's skate and deflected right to Hunter. Hunter with a brief moment of thinking to play it out, but instead wisely chooses to cover. Face off deep in the Aces zone. Green coming out with Luke and Jack with Rory and Green, or Declan on the backside. Cornwall win again. This time they put it in deep behind the net. Declan's going to be first on it there. He just wires it around where Luke's able to pick it up on the wall. Gets it out, but Cornwall just turns it back in. Declan with it. Fans on the first chance, goes back behind the net to Rory. Rory has it there. He pushes it up to the wing. Jack with a little sidestep gets it up to Grayson, who's able to somehow get up to Luke. Luke comes wide to the shot, and a weak, low shot able to be picked up by the Cornwall goalie, and they'll take the face off deep in Cornwall's zone with 12:20 left in the period. No music today in the building as our music man forgot to charge his iPad, so no entertainment in between whistles, unfortunately. And again, this referee very specific about how he wants to drop this puck. Cornwall controls again off the face-off. They come around. And he's just going to try and skate through everybody. Hudson steps up, banks it off the boards and in, where Jessup able to pick it off the defender. Tries it, loses it, goes deep. Green comes in behind. He's with it there, comes off the boards, and Cornwall able to push it up. Hudson comes into his long stick, and he's able to push it back down deep to Graydon. Graydon along the boards. Jessup in there to help him out. Comes out to Cornwall stick, though, and they're going to exit. They come wide. Top of the dot. Centering pass and not controlled by Cornwall as it goes in behind. Looking for the one-timer and shoots it wide on the centering one-timer. Elise behind the net. As the defenseman comes in looking for that pass in the middle, gets it. And not sure if that was tipped or blocked, but that went straight left. So we have a penalty, and it's going to be body checking on Graydon Fott. So the Ace is going to go on the penalty kill. With 11:17 left in the second period. It's tipped by Cornwall. Cornwall puts it in. They're back on side. Stepped up by Knox. Xander bodies him off and gets it around. Comes out. And Xander shot wide. Couldn't get it out onto a Cornwall stick. Cornwall picks it up, gets it back to the D. Back down to the corner where they get centering pass, misses. And it's another centering pass right in the middle, goes to the short side. Errant pass, and unable as it goes to the sidewall. Cornwall was still with it. They go down. They come back in, give and go. Shot goes wide. Hunter trying to get back, laying flat as a backhand, and still puck loose. Tries to get out in front. Hunter without his stick right now. And Cornwall, they go far side. One timer wide. Comes back around. Comes out middle. Keegan finally gets it. Got to get rid of it and down. They do. And the Aces will go on a change. 43 seconds left on the power play. 10 minutes left in the game. Cornwall reverses it back around. And Aces will get their final man off for the full sales change. Cornwall with it as they lose the puck in the middle. Riker making hard battle there on the wall now. Harry right with them. As a beautiful one-on-one battle by Riker. Just killing time. Makes it 20 seconds left on the power play. And Riker goes with another burst of energy just to make them move it. They come up, they go wide side. Rory tries to step up but misses. Comes in, goes to the dot, shot, wide. Goes around. Now Ace's got a chance here if Riker can get to it. Gets it to the middle, pass to Harry. Harry in his feet, nothing happening there as we're back to even strength. As Rory battling deep in the Cornwall zone. Cornwall takes control in their own zone. That'll be icing as it comes back down to the Aces zone. A good flurry by Cornwall there, but Ace is able to save it off as it reigns 2-0 Cornwall with 8:36 left in the period. Graydon to take the face off with Jack and Luke out there. Cornwall first on the puck off the face off. Comes centering pass in the feet. Second man there. Can't help. Jack tries to go to the boards to beat him. Cornwall working hard to keep this puck in the zone. 2-on-2 here. 3-on-2 as it's getting jammed and jabbed and poked. And out comes Hudson with it as he's just going to rim it around. And Luke able to grab it. He chips it off the boards. Tries to get down to himself. Cornwall with it as they try and clear off the Luke stick. Second man in. Can't help there. Elise able to maintain the zone. She just goes and puts it right back down deep. Cornwall's going to pick it up behind the net. Jack bumps him there and kept in at the line by Hudson. Hudson just wires it down below. Gets through Jack's feet where he's able to get control. Centering pass and through two Ace sticks where Cornwall takes it now. They're going to go with pace. 2-on-2 as the Cornwall pass goes wide. Shot off of Hudson, skates and in behind the net. Elise takes it there. She's going to control. And she's going to go for a skate. Gets it in, makes sure she gets it in deep. She's still going to be first person on. Loses her stick there, and Cornwall turns it around. So they get the long pass, tried to get it in behind the D. Almost due, as it was offside. The Cornwall player stepped in before the puck did, and they almost got sprung free again. 7:18 left in the second period. Keegan take the draw. Face-off won by the Aces, but controlled by Cornwall. Gets to the dot. Shot off his leg, pushed to the corner by Hunter. Goes back to the Cornwall stick. They go try and go behind off a stick. Xander has it. He pushes up to Riker. Riker with it. He goes to the middle to Jace. Jace now with it. Gets back checked nicely by Cornwall at center ice. And Aces take control at the blue line and go back to Xander. Xander looking for his option, standing still. Goes up to Charlie. Or sorry, that's Noxie. As he just pushes it in, loses his stick on the play. First there, Riker, he's working hard to keep it. He has it, he goes back to the D. Shot by Jace to the net, hits a stick and foot, goes middle. And Riker with it, able to use his long stick reach and strength to control it. And Jace comes over, where it's finally cleared by Cornwall, back to Xander. Xander with it, tries to go through legs, hits a leg, controlled by Cornwall. Now Knox has it as it goes to Riker. Riker back to Knox. Knox looks to go up the wing, picked off by the Cornwall player as they just put it in deep. They're going to get a change. Xander with it behind the net. Skates to the middle. Still has pushed up, controlled now by Cornwall as they get it in deep. Keegan picks it up off the wall, but sends it right into a Cornwall stick in the middle. Shot wide. Battle along the boards here. Riker ends up with it as he skates out and he gets it up to Jace. Jace now with a bit of speed as he crosses the line. He's just going to put it in deep as they get a change. Cornwall take it behind the net. Cornwall up to this neutral zone and they get cross center and in. Chips it to himself as Rory just gets in front of him. Stops his progression. Harry gets it there where he puts it back up and Rory takes it along the boards. Rory looking for options, is able to get it out, makes sure he gets it out. Rory loses an edge along the blue line and bangs into the linesman. Rory back up as he gets it back down to the other blue line. Cornwall up to center ice. Move to the middle. Skating around, centering pass, steered wide by Hunter. Off the boards, up to the blue line where Cam will take control there. He goes off of Harry's skate. Cornwall can't control as Harry just tries to tuck it in. Cornwall takes it in their own zone. Centering pass there. Almost has a partial break. Declan does a great job bodying him off the puck to slow him down. Puts it up to the half side. And now he's got Jack. Jack comes around wide. He's got a little ice with speed. In centering off the pad and back behind. Goalie doesn't know where it is. As Cornwall just sends it up and gets it out to a late changing man. Rory with it one-on-one. Does a great job pushing. Centering pass and tied up by Declan. Great defensive play there. As Rory comes far side, he's got it now skating with speed. Comes in, goes wide, gets pushed off by the Cornwall player. Rory's going to have to come back. He's tired, he needs a change. Cornwall now skating hard. One man to beat and stick checked by Declan as Jack's able to take it and chip it up to himself. Comes around wide, just goes in deep. As Jack's going to try and be there too. Cornwall tries to reverse it. Luke with it now as he pushes it back up to the walls to Jack. Jack tries a shot, fans on it. Cornwall taking control. So they try and push it into the middle. And they're able just to clear the zone. As it's a race, Hudson with it, muscles him off. And Grady will come back and pick that up as he pushes it around to Elise. Elise with it up to Luke. Luke checked by Cornwall as it gets pushed back out there by Graydon. Cornwall now chips it up to the blue line. Enters the zone and Elise loses an edge. As now come in, centering pass and tied up there by Jack, unable to get a stick on it. Checked at the blue line as they're going to turn around, out loses control and goes out to the neutral zone. Cornwall pushes in, that's still going to be offside. Ace just pushed it out. And Cornwall with it now. He's going to skate to the middle here. Comes around, shot from high, hits stick, another shot, wide off the bar. Hudson pushes it out. Another shot, hits a leg in front of the net, cleared by Elise. The clapper attempted but missed. Luke's got it. It's 2-on-1 Aces. Coming down with pace off the leg. Tries to center there and can't. Now gets it out to the corner. Looks for an option. Keegan checked there by Cornwall. As Cornwall takes it now, and it's 1-on-2. Comes around the backhand, spins, gets to his forehand, shot from the dot, goes wide. Riker with it now, and he's going to the middle. Pushes it up and misses his target, but no icing as he touched somebody. Jace first down there with the Cornwall player, giving him the fits. Goes to the half wall. Pushed back down by the Aces there. Jace hard on it as it cuts rimmed around to the other side. Kept in by Xander. Not good wood as they were able to get it out. And it's now a 2-on-1. It's a late break, one shot, and a nice pass by Cornwall. Not sure if Hunter got a piece of that on the way by or not, but it ends up in the corner. Aces push it up to the line. Jace with it, loses it. Chipped by Cornwall to the line and punched up by Noxie as it goes into the Cornwall zone. 1:23 left in the period. Cornwall exiting the zone as it gets to center ice. Xander just pushes it back the other way. Aces were caught offside as they're making a change in the doors inside the zone there. Cornwall enters the zone. Tipped in, shot off the helmet. Goes wide. Cornwall maintain it. And a penalty slashing on, I think it's going to be the Cornwall player. Yes, it is. And a little bit of bantering between Xander and the Cornwall player. And Ace is going to go on the power play with 53 seconds left in the period. Xander obviously getting under the skin of the Cornwall player. Harry on each other. Harry trying to take control. Gets back to Declan. Declan off the wall to the half wall. Cam has it there. Looking for what his options are. Shot and caught and stopped and then jumped by the Cornwall player. And he is sending somebody. And that's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for the Aces as the Aces player was dumped in the crease. Referee not putting up with this anymore. Oh, my mistake.
Inside!
Referee sending the face-off outside. I'm guessing because a D was down low. No penalty on the play, even though the Aces player was clearly dumped hard in front of the net. Anyways, they win the face-off, and now looking for what their options are. They go near side to Rory. Rory enters the zone there, looking for what he's got. Goes cross ice. Can't hit Jack, but he takes it up in the corner, goes back to the D to Declan. Declan with it, back down to the corner to Jack. Jack with it, centering pass, and it's foiled by Cornwall as they're just going to send it down for the clear. That'll do it for the period. As the Aces will start the third period with 1:07 left on the power play. 13 shots against for the Seaway and 14 for the Aces, I believe, right now is what I'm hearing. So shots on net are fairly even there. As we get ready for the third period, 18 minutes on the clock, and Aces start with a 1:07 power play. Minute 7 on the power play as Ace take the draw. Center ice, pushed down and in by Cornwall. Behind the net, Xander's going to pick it up there. Xander gets the half board to Cam. Cam now with it, he's going to skate. He's got a bit of time and space. Gets across the red line, comes in the zone. He's going to put it in behind for Charlie. Charlie's going to come around to the corner. He picks it up. No pressure there. Gets it back to Xander. Xander with it. Goes to Charlie as the goes there. Back to the D. Elise with it. She goes to the half wall. Cam with it. Short side. Tries looking for a tip. Unable to get it there. Xander picks it up at the point. Goes cross ice. Gonna have to play it off the boards there as an air pass. Elise with it. She goes back to Cam. Cam on the half boards. He's gonna walk in. Ace's player dumps. That's Harry. He gets dumped in front of the net. And a tough man to take off his skates, so he had to get hit pretty hard. What? No. Could have been.
You want us to be a bit louder?
The riffraff in front being very kind and keeping their voices down. Jessup with it off the face off to Elise. She goes to half wall, push to the middle to Jessup. Jessup trying to get a shot and can't. Cornwall's going to skate it out as they got 3-on-2 there, and they go deep into the corner, and they're pressing for something here. 5 seconds left on the power play as Xander was able to win that race, but pushed back behind the net as Cornwall's going to run out the penalty here, and they're back to even strength. Pushes out. Luke's able to grab it, puts it to the middle. Rory unable to control there as, yes, Rory has moved up to the forward line. He's now on the wing. He's got it. Gets to center ice, fires it in right on net, and the Tendy just covers. And we'll take the face off deep if that's what he's going to do. Just fired on net and take the face off. Work from their end. Jack to take the face off with Rory and Luke out there, and Tristan and Hudson on the backside. Face off scramble draw. Rory picks it up. As he goes down deep, gets checked off. 3 Cornwall players there. Goes back behind the net. Cornwall reverses in his feet. Luke giving him problems there, where Jack's able to pick it up. Comes around, loses an edge, and Cornwall takes control. Cornwall enters his zone, but Ace is able to pick it up. Rory now with it. Comes to center ice. As they're able to push it back out to center, and Hudson able to flip it to Knox. Knox just tries to push it in. Cornwall goes far side now. Cornwall defenseman cutting through the middle. Same old story. He's going to come around. He's going to stop up and try to go into his forehand. A backhander from behind the goal line. Not sure if that's going to work, but picked up by the Aces and lost there as the neutral zone. Hits the linesman. That's going to be offside as the Aces clear it. Cornwall turns around, and they're going to send it in deep to complete their change. Knox with it in behind. Pushes it up to Riker. Riker right back to the D. Clapper, and kind of caught Hunter by surprise there as he didn't really have good positioning on that, and was able to squeak out. Puck in deep now with Luke. Luke shot, goes wide. Comes wraparound. Oh, puck's out in front. Good job just getting the puck to the net by Luke. As puck is hung up in the neutral zone now and skates. Charlie with it Graydon with it as he pushes it in, working hard to try and get it. Riker just tries to slap at it, can't. Cornwall comes in with a shot short side, hits Hunter's blocker and goes out to the middle where Knox just pushed it, and he's going to send it all the way down. That'll be icing. 14:26 left in the period.
Go Aces!
Okay.
Harry to take the draw. Cornwall wins it back to the D. Push it up to the half boards where they're going to try and work it down deep. They do. Looking for a centering pass. Goes around the other side. And they reverse back. Still looking for options. Defense is in low, so he's got nothing up high. Pinned there by Keegan. Great job by Keegan pinning the puck. come centering pass off a skate into wide. Cam goes to get it, loses it to the Cornwall player. Harry there to support as Harry takes it out on his own. He comes up to the middle, gets into the zone. It's on his back end, comes a little slide shot, goes wide. Back to the point where Keegan keeps it in, slashed by Cornwall, where Ace is able to keep Chunk just pushing it back, and Cornwall picks it up as they're going to go behind the net and they're going to move it. Reverses all the way around to the half wall. So they picked it up. Keegan able to keep it in again. Just gets it towards the net, goes off the wall and behind. To the other side. Defense pushes it up, pinching by Declan and supported by Cam as they're able to make sure there was no advancement there. Declan with it now. He skates in the zone. He goes wide. Gets hauled down. And Harry with it. Goes for the wraparound. And gets Ace's player gets hauled down in the battle. Head contact is what they're going to call here. And Ace is going to go on the power play again with 13 minutes left on the clock. Xander stops up. He's able to push past him. Xander with the skating goes cross ice to Jessup. Jessup off the wall. He's got control as he enters the zone. Cornwall with good sticks there as they're able to push it out. Knox with it. He's going to go cross ice to Xander. Xander now skates in, goes in deep. Rory stays back on the backside, centering pass off the skate. Cornwall with it. They try and push it up. Jack's going to gain possession there. So he puts it in the middle. And Cornwall with it off the boards. Up. Rory tries to kick it to himself. It's not. Nobody's moving here. Ace is playing very slow, lethargic hockey today. As they're able to move around. Finally, Knox shot 15 feet wide. Comes back out right on the stick. And the Cornwall, a quick whistle as the Cornwall goalie made a nice play coming out to block it, but never had control. Gets the late whistle as the puck was in behind the Cornwall goalie. Aces will make a change here. Minute 3 left on the power play. 12:02 left on the clock. Jack to take the face off with Luke and Rory again. Elise and Hudson on the backside. See if we can set Hudson up for a big clapper. Push back. Cornwall's just going to exit that zone. Now a race. Hudson will be first on it. He's got it. He goes rimming her all the way around. Luke able to control it on the boards. Goes up into the middle to Jack off a stick, and Rory takes it on the far side, enters the zone. Leaves it there for Jack. Jack pushes past the Cornwall player, loses his stick. Rory with it. Can't control it. Still pushing to a corner. Ace has got to go hard. Jack's in there hard with Jessup. Jessup now pinning the Cornwall player. Digging away. Cornwall player's down. Luke goes with him. Jack takes control. Gets it back to Elise. Elise misplays it. And Elise misplays it at the line. And forces the puck out. The referee calls for an injured Cornwall player whose leg is clearly probably got toppled on by, when he went down, Luke probably landed on it, twisted a little awkwardly. An innocent play in my opinion, but nonetheless still hurts. 22 seconds left in the power play for the Aces. 11:20 on the clock as the faceoff is going to be outside the zone.
Go Aces! Come on Aces, let's go!
Face-off control of the one by the Aces. They go cross ice to Hudson. Hudson just tries to chip it in and goes right to a Cornwall stick. They fire it all the way down. 12 seconds left on the power play. This is probably going to do it. Hunter out to play it. He's going to rim it around to Riker. Riker with it. Sidesteps the Cornwall player as he pushes it up hard to Jace. That's the end of the power play, and we're back to even strength. Cornwall now pushing up. Elise with it now. Not sure how that wasn't controlled by Hudson because he tried to clear it. Should have been called about 3 seconds earlier. And Graydon going to the box for a trip as the Aces go on the kill. 10-16 left on the clock. As I think that might have hit an Aces player on the bench. Face off outside the zone. 12 seconds gone on the power play.
Go, Harry.
Face off won by Harry. Send it down. The goalie's not even paying attention. Keegan on it as he gets it up the boards, and that's going to leave the exit the zone. Cornwall with it is, I think they're just happy to kill clock right now. They enter the zone far side. Again, looking to the middle. Can't connect as it goes far side. Declan with it. Gets hung up, but maintains control. He's going to just fire it out. Goes to neutral zone. Cornwall pushes it right back up. Cornwall coming out. Centering pass off of Hunter. Goes right back high as they just push it to the corner. Cornwall maintains possession on the half wall, but Harry's able to pick it up there. Harry just swipes at it and sends it down deep into the Cornwall zone, and he's going to push the pace down there. Cornwall around the net, looking for options, and up to the center ice. Cornwall takes it, and they come in with speed. Shot short side off the net, and Noxie given a push by the Cornwall player and a hooking call on Cornwall, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike for chatting with Noxie. That's another penalty. So 2 for the hook and 2 for unsportsmanlike. That's 4 minutes for that player.
All right, come on, Aces. Let's go.
36 seconds of 4-on-4 for the Aces. Goes off, tries to go off the, almost like off the goalie as he's clearly out of position, but the goalie able to cover up there. But yeah, if you read the room, you can clearly understand this referee doesn't put up with anything, so any kind of chirping isn't going to be tolerated. 8:39 on the clock, 24 seconds, 4-on-4. Rory to take the draw.
Come on, Rory.
Oh, almost won that straight to Cam. Cam puts it in behind the net where Cornwall in control. They put it up to half boards. Noxie pinching, gets by Knox. 2-on-2 as they come down. Cam turns around to cover for Knox. Player goes wide, looking for an option. Goes back to the D. D to half wall. It's 4-on-4, boys. And up to the top, it's now power play. Shot, hits it. It hit. That's totally illegal. Shot hit Knox in the head, bounced straight up. Hunter trying to track it quick now as they're going to get into the zone. Shot low right into the bucket of belly of the goalie. Eight minutes left on the clock, 3:09 in the power play. Ace control off the draw. Over to Hudson. Hudson tips and high. Ace take control in the zone. Loose puck, and that's in. Jack with a bit of a flutter puck, uncontrolled by the Cornwall goalie, ends up on Rory's stick where he tucks it home, and the Aces will still have a full 2 minutes on the power play as there's 55 seconds left on the first penalty to that Cornwall player.
Keep going. Turn it up. Let's go. Roll the buttons. Go Aces.
Go, Jack.
Elise with it, goes down deep in the corner. She has it, looking for what her options are. Pushes it, far side, Hudson with it. Shot low. Steered to the corner by the goalie. Support needed by the Aces on the wall. Hudson tries to pinch a little bit. Can't. Clapper off the boards, and Elise going to play to center ice. Man on hard. She gets up there. Player coming to the net. Hudson helping. And Hunter steers it clear as he stayed with the puck. And it's nice angle by the Cornwall player in front, losing 2 players. He's now behind, just trying to kill it. Elise working along with Jack, as Jack finally gets it and puts it out to the wing to Rory. Minute 6 left on the power play. Rory gets to center ice. Tries to chip it in, but can't. And this time he does. Luke with it as he pushes it to Graydon right into his feet. And Cornwall able to grab that and clear. Hunter's coming out. He pushes it up, pushing the pace to Declan. He's got speed now. Gets in the zone, loses control there, but able to get it in deep. As Cornwall's going to take control there. They get checked behind the net. Not sure why they didn't just send it around. Gets checked in from behind, but still maintain possession. Graydon tries to get out, weak, and almost chipped out by the Cornwall player. Keegan shot low wide. Back up top. Declan takes it, goes back down to the half wall to Riker. Riker with the shot wide. Graydon chasing with the Cornwall player. Keegan pinches, and Cornwall takes control, and they're able to send it down. 14 seconds left on the power play. That should do it except for one final rush. Rimming around to Riker. He goes cross ice to Jace. Power play over as Jace enters the zone. Looking for help, looking for help, looking for help. He just puts it down deep where Cornwall picks it up. Fans on the pass. Has to regroup. Comes around. And Jace nicely checks him where he keeps it in low. Puck rimmed around to Jace. Jace fans on the pass back to the D as Cornwall now exits. 1-on-2. Cuts to the middle. And Jace does a good job just trying to stick check him there. Where Xander's able to control it, gets it up to Jace. Jace with it now. He's got it. Gets it up to Riker. Riker around the defense. He's now got one left. He comes in with a hot step shot, high and wide. Nobody there to help for the Aces as Cornwall picks it up in their own zone. Tries to go cross ice. Riker with a good stick to keep it in. Gets past. Riker with it now still. Comes up. Shot high off the blocker and out of bounds. Aces get a bit of press here. Late in the third period. 4:40 left on the clock. Trailing 3-1. Harry on the dot. Aces control at the line. Noxie was already exiting the zone to make sure, and able to keep that in on a pass from Xander across the line. Noxie pinches and misses. Comes up. Xander's going to control it in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice, where Cornwall picks it up and they cross it into the zone. Knox picks that up, puts it out of the zone. Cam stick can't control it. Harry picks it up there, back up to Cam. Cam now with a bit of time and space. He enters the zone here. Shot low on the goaltender, and he'll cover there as the Aces will get a change with 4:02 left on the clock. Aces getting more shots on net today, but not many with mustard on them or challenging. Jack on the draw. As we dropped the puck before Cornwall had 5 on the ice. And they're going to get tossed because the player was a late change. And no, they didn't toss the centerman though. Should have been a toss for the centerman for sure. Aces win the faceoff regardless. Around the half wall there. Shot towards the net, tipped by Rory. Second chance, third chance by the Aces. Scramble in front. Luke with it, comes out to the top. Elise with it, pushed to the corner to Jack. Tries to hit him on the short side, where Cornwall picks it up. And they're going to push it up the middle. Cornwall with speed. And Elise able to use a good stick there to keep it out. And that is way offside by Cornwall. And it's going all the way down, folks. Face off deep in the Cornwall zone as that was way offside. 3:32 left on the clock. Cornwall controls as they chip it up. Hudson with his big foot keeps it in, but Cornwall picks it up and they're going. It goes out wide. Shot wide off the outside of the net. Cornwall pinching, and Ace is able to push it up as Jack takes it center. He gets it across to Luke. And Jack was a step offside as Luke had to circle around it to get control of the puck. I like that pass. Graydon to take the face off. 3:06 left in the period. Line's been double checking. There's 5 on each side this time. Puck pushed up and in by Cornwall. Gets behind the net. Keegan just moves it and puts it right on a Cornwall. Nobody stepping up to help out, goes in front, and unable to get a shot off was Cornwall. As Riker's able to pick it up there, he dips and dangles, trying to find space and time. He skates hard, moves it up to the wing, comes around, stops again, looks for options, stops again. Keegan with it as he loses control, and it's a partial break, and that's going to be a penalty on Cornwall for tripping. 2:28 left in the game, so the Aces will be on the power play for the majority of the remainder of this game, unless they score. Aces make a change. Knox and Xander comes out with Harry, Charlie, and Cam. The Aces have pulled their goalie, and Jack will be the extra attacker. Is trying to secure a couple of points here against Cornwall. One by the Aces, gets back to the line. Noxie with it, goes off to the half wall. Shot low off the pad. Xander with it, couldn't control it there. Knox goes back to Xander. Xander with it, got shot high off the player and controlled by the Aces. Nice back pass to the open side. Cam with it, shot low, tipped, scramble, and controlled by the Cornwall goalie. Minute 38 in the power play. Good puck movement by the Aces on this power play, as they're playing with 2 extra men out there. Harry on the dot. Cornwall sends it down, looking for the open empty netter. That should be wide, and it is. Xander, he goes wide ice to Knox. Knox with it there. He's going to reverse it back around to Xander. Ace has got to be able to move this puck a little quicker and faster. Knox with it on the far side. He's now going to skate and move it. He goes cross ice to Charlie. Charlie enters the zone, drop pass to Xander. Xander fumbles the puck and just tries to get it in deep. Comes back out to the line where Jack's able to support and take control there. He skates down deep. Gets a centering pass across Cam. Cam shot high and staved by the Cornwall goalie. Ace is able to maintain the control as Harry looking for his options. Noxie there, goes side to Cam. Cam to the middle, crossing, misses 2 sticks of the Aces. Xander goes in the center again and tried to ill-advised clearing attempt by Cornwall as it's kept in by the Aces. Aces with it, and now it's pushed out. It's going to be a race. Knox is going to have to win hard. And another player with Cornwall there tapping his stick as he'll have the easy tuck in. Go down. Scored on an empty net. Congratulations. As Cornwall goes up 4-1 with 30 seconds left on the power play and 56 left on the clock. Ace with her in their own zone. As that goes in, Rory's going to be first on the puck. Shot, short side, centering pass, and scores! That'll be a power play goal for the Aces. Can I borrow that air horn? 33 seconds left on the clock.
Couple more, boys.
Cornwall with the soft chip into the Aces zone, avoiding an icing call. 27 seconds left on the clock. Cornwall with it in front. Can't get good wood on it, and the steer clear. Now on the board, they're just going to try and pin it and run this out. They can't. Rory's got it. He's going to go for a skate. 15 seconds left on the clock. Looking for his offside toe drag off the stick and high. Goes to a corner. Luke pushes tip by Rory. Second chance there and covered up by the Cornwall goaltender. 6 seconds left on the clock. Shot scores off the face-off. Riker ball with the shot right off the face-off and stuns the Seaway goalie through the 5-hole. Maybe he can do it from center ice. Do it again! Aces now with the goalie pulled. They have 5 seconds to try and do something here. Here, get it up, get it up! Cornwall able to stop it, and that'll be the end of the game. As again, a very lethargic game by the Aces, and not much better by the Cornwall, but Cornwall earns the win. And a rare occurrence where the Aces actually had more shots on goal than the Aces. Or sorry, Ace had more on than the Seaway, as it was 27 shots for and 23 against. But again, of those 27, I would not consider many of those crazy shots. I would say good scoring opportunities and good shots would be probably in the mid-teens. So we go to Larrington this next weekend where we have a tournament and practice on Tuesday night. So we'll see